This is Master Kanbai, also known as Multi-Topic Talk. I hope you guys will enjoy this brand new replay. This time will be a special replay. It's a 2 versus 2 fight. Usually I don't do these, but these people were motivated and they told me, let's do a live fight. Of course, I believed them. At the end, they were not that motivated. The match took almost a month. Regardless, I hope you guys will enjoy the replay. Let's do this. As usual, I will be very fast in the first few turns. So let's have a good visual on the map. So it's basically Lash and Jess against Kindle and um, Jess again. I am Master Kanbai, of course. So yeah, I am Jess. Now we create infantry, infantry, infantry again, infantry, infantry. First recon, pretty interesting move. I think I do the same. No, I want more expansion. Now I have my first recon out. He goes for the com tower, it's very good. He gets his first recon out as well. He also gets the transport copter. Here they got a tank. I get another recon since I'm poor and I cannot afford a tank. Now, very good move, artillery, recon there, so he has vision. Now I start attacking this, he got a second recon out. I try to cap my com tower as well. I have my first tank out right now. Now this is where the action starts. Both recon shut down mine. It was a very good move. So that loss of a recon and a infantry was really bad. I lost a lot of vision there. Now here he just sent a tank to a death row. He had no idea that artillery was there. But when you don't really have intel about the enemy army, don't throw away your tank without knowing what's going on. That's a huge mistake what he did. Now, clever boy, he wants my HQ. So now I see this, I'm like, oh, really? Really? So I move my infantry around to make sure I can shut down that cap if he tries. I have my second tank out. I removed that recon because I knew that recon would die if it stayed there since my first one died, and I wanted to protect my HQ as well. So now I send the tank. Now he realized, oh, he cannot get that HQ, so he went for the city there. He gets his first tank out, while I have already my second tank. He gets his first battlecopter out, which is very good. That forced one of Green Art or Orange Star to get the anti-air. Now I decide to push toward the HQ because I know he has a lot of forces, so I'm thinking about overwhelming that area to HQ cap the guy. So now I roll on his recon and infantry. So now, since I decided I would go for the HQ, I send all my infantry I can send over here. Now I create a second tank because I expect Orange Star to get a anti-air. I really hope I'm not forced into making a anti-air of my own, because I feel like Jess anti-air are pretty useless, even if they are stronger than any other anti-air. I feel like tanks are just what you want with Jess. You don't want to waste money for an anti-air, except if you're really forced. But at that point I had a teammate, so I was hoping to not be forced. Now, in some ways that's clever because he expected a lucky roll to kill off that unit, and he also wanted to block me from capping the HQ, but that's also a mistake in some ways. Now he creates an opening here for me to go there, place another infantry, hoping to stop me from circling around, I guess. So now let's take a look to the overall value. So it's around 65k for Team A and around 67k for Team B, which means at that point in the game they have a small lead over us. But if we speak about building, then it's around the same, I think 19 against 20. Oh, about building, Team A has one building more, because Yellow Comet was really slow to capture stuff. So let's move. Now that artillery being there was a very good move, because I feel like Blue Moon would have known there was an artillery there. Placing it there was perfect. That anti-air was well thought. The perfect counter for the battlecopter. So now I'm up the floor with many units. Now I took a good engagement against that tank. And I have a tank lead because it's 3 tank against 2. And one of the 2 tank is injured. Now I create an anti-air because I see the battlecopter. I don't like doing that, but I was like, what if the battlecopter decides to go on me? Now they have a unit lead because I lost one of my tank. Now the guy probably realized he lost his tank and his infantry and his battlecopter. So I keep sending infantry over here, and I send my NTR in the middle just in case the guy decides to attack me. I create another tank because I need to overwhelm the other one there. Now his mistake was going at my infantry instead of my recon. My recon was the true threat, since my recon is the only unit in the center that can go at its own recon. So now the cleanup has been made. The guy lost a tank, a infantry, and a battlecopter. Another tank was dead. It was a really bad spot for Blue Moon at that point. Blue Moon creates another battlecopter. I don't agree with that. At that point, Orange Star already had an anti-air and Blue Moon knew it, so your battlecopter will just get shut down. That was really a waste of money. Instead you should have went for a tank and probably 2 infantry. Now, that move was clever, lowering down the infantry HP. Now I activated turbocharge to have more reach with my unit and more firepower. Also wanted the extra defense. You see, the extra defense made it on a way that my infantry survived. And the mistake he did is, oh no, he did not do it. My infantry dies. So now he overwhelmed me here. However, I don't realize I will just infantry spam until I get his HQ. Now doing some cleanup. Blue Moon is on a really bad situation. His unit value is equal as mine. However, Orange Star value is the highest, and Orange Star is on a really good spot. So now he tries his best to push back the enemy, but that's very hard when you're playing like Blue Moon. So I go again for the HQ. I keep giving pressure there. My reasoning behind, at some point he will be forced to use his troops there to attack my units. And at that point my tanks will just roll up on his army. That guy I was facing off didn't look that good. A punch didn't look that good. So I was like, maybe I will push him enough to finish my HQ cap. So I capture again, I lowered the Recon HP. Now it's still surviving with 6 HP. Now, very good move, he created the tank there, so it's closer to here. So in this flank, I have more tanks. In this flank, he will maybe overwhelm me if I don't HQ cap fast enough. Now his infantry was a scout, very good move. Now Urban Blight really pissed me off. I was like about to get that HQ. So at that point, instead of make spamming, you should have taking another battlecopter, because he destroyed the anti-air there. Yes, they had the anti-air here, but that anti-air is occupied and almost destroyed. So the max spam was really bad. Now on my turn, I join cap. I clean up the floor with that unit. And I use that infantry as a shield, so you will need to spend 1 unit to remove that infantry away. Now I still have many infantry ready to join cap. So now that units don't have any chance against this one, so he will need to use one of his troops to mob the floor with this 1 HP infantry. So at that point, he did another mistake. Instead of sending another tank to take a shot there, he just kept going the fight there. That was really bad because I have other infantry. I will just join cap again, and his HQ will be at 2 HP. It's really bad. When a infantry is capturing your HQ, just kill it. Don't waste your unit around other units. You will lose. So now Orange Star got their first battlecopter. That artillery is well placed. Orange Star really did good. I feel like the team would be more even if I replaced Yellow Comet. And Yellow Comet replaced me, so I feel like me and Kindle against Lash and Jess would be much better and more fair, I guess. Because Revoir and I are just mopping the floor with ease with them. Because we are just better players. Epoch don't take HQ cap seriously, and Blue Moon makes spam 2 turns in a row. It's really bad. So I don't know if the guy was playing seriously or if he realized he probably lost. But regardless, you should not act like that. So I join cap again. And now it will be even harder for him to get rid of me. Now he will need this tank to shoot this tank and then another tank to join. 2 HP. 2 HP. And I have my power, so this means I have 10% defense increase. So now I'm blocking that road, so this means it will be harder for him to reach my infantry there. So I think at that point, Yellow Comet gave up. Yeah, Yellow Comet gave up. So Blue Moon will just follow. Now let's move forward. So he resigned. I hope guys enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe. We will see each other in future video. Have a great day.